So you want to make rocket fuel. You think it's for the pros? Not at all. Let me show you how to make some.
I'd like to start off and say I am an up-and-coming aerospace engineer studying at Purdue University who has had non-stop fascination for rockets since as long as I can remember. And by the end of this video, I hope you will be able to make your own solid rocket fuel, which can be used for many purposes. So let's talk about what you need. You're going to need some potassium nitrate. In my case, I have stump remover, which is 100% potassium nitrate. Then you need granulated sugar. After that, a pan, something to cook in. And then something to measure with. Either a scale, or in my case, I have some measuring cups. Then you need a spatula, and then something to light your final product with. You also need access to a stovetop. And then finally, you need something to put your final product in. I made these little containers out of paper and tape, but choose something that fits your needs. According to bloominglabs.org, which is a collective of professionals with different backgrounds concerned with supporting new ideas and innovators, they confirm a ratio of 65 to 35 potassium nitrate to sugar by weight. I converted the masses of each to tablespoons because that is what I had on hand, but it works just as well. Once you've finished getting your amounts, put them in a bag and mix your powders by shaking the bag around for about 1 minute. If you don't mix the reactants enough, you will get a rocket fuel that only partially burns before dying out. It's all mixed, put it in the pan, and turn the heat up to a low medium. Too low of a heat and the sugar will take forever to melt. While it's heating, get your containers set and ready to go. Next, watch for the sugar to liquefy and begin stirring once that happens. Keep stirring until the mixture is completely melted or has a golden color like what is in the video. This is going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. This is a good time to mention you should be careful as the pan and mixture is hot. Also, you won't want to use either the pan or spatula for cooking food in the future. Take your prepared containers and pour the mix into them. I recommend having a backplate like what I have in the video. I just used paper. That way, if you have a mess, it's easy to clean up. The sugar will harden onto surfaces and be difficult to get off. Something I did to make lighting the rocket fuel easier is I made fuses out of the leftover mixture and placed them in the still cooling containers. Now that the rocket fuel tubes are made, let them sit until cooled, and you can tell that they are done because when dropped, make a solid tapping sound. Like I said before, you want to make sure that you mix your ingredients well, otherwise you'll end up with what is on screen, a rocket fuel that is partially burning, and then dies out. And now here's a demonstration of what your final product should look like. While those are going, let's talk about why this works in the first place. Dr. John Straub, a professor at Boston University, explains that potassium nitrate is an oxidizer with a molecular structure of KNO3. When the potassium nitrate decomposes under heat, it releases O2, oxygen, which then reacts violently with the sugar under heat to form steam and carbon dioxide gas. That steam and gas being forced out is what would propel a rocket. The combustion is self-sustained by the heat produced. Now I'll stop talking for a little bit and we can see my rocket fuel that performed the best. So we went over how to make solid rocket fuel, what you needed, how to prepare it, and most importantly, what to be careful of. After you've had your fun, what you're left with is a carbon skeleton, and once this cools down, it can just be thrown away in a regular trash can. Lastly, be safe and have fun with your homemade rocket fuel. Thank you for watching.